Okay, I haven't made a video about fighting and training, self-defense and that sort of thing in a long time. Here I am in Laos. What is Laos like? It's like the summer in southern Spain, baking hot, then add 90% humidity. It is insanity. Look at, I'm out of the sun right now. You can see that. Anyway, so I got into questions about what's going on with my fighting technologies. So those of you who started with Combat JKD know that's where I actually started. Then I evolved to Kamrak Bas, and then I moved on and added other things like the Viking stuff, the Spanish circle, and started exploring a lot of Occidental methods. And then also I was back here in the Southeast Asia area and the islands and did Muay Thai. 20 times in Thailand. I fought on TV once in Thailand, and also did Kali in Luzon in the Philippines, and then did Eskrima in Cebu, the mecca of stick fighting. They're very different. The Kali's really kind of blade oriented, and that's different, but I'm an instructor in that, and I'm also in combat eskrima, close combat eskrima, which is Laborio Gerosa de Cuerdas. I'm one of the only people who knows the complete system. There are about 10 of us worldwide, but they don't all know the whole thing. I'm one of 2 people right now that know the whole thing. But anyway, so I've been doing that. So I wanted to explain a little bit about what's the difference here, what's going on. Well, I evolved from Combat JKD, still use that stuff. See, that's a lot of people think I've let all that things go. No, they're just parts. And now it's a module. I use a modular approach, so I will train people just in Combat JKD if that's what they want to do, and I also do that for attributes. It's really not a thing I can do seminars in because it's very personalized, and I have to work with the. It's not like what you see with the Santo sort of thing. It's totally different. That's why we're the combat branch. Anyway, then I went on to Kamrak Bas, which is a. I've discussed that in a whole DVD, so I won't go into that. But it's basically very, very good answers for self-defense. It's faster to learn. I can teach normal people. It's not attribute-based. It's technology-based, and it works extremely well. Now, I used all that stuff. Now, I went up from there. At about the same time that I had started Kamrak Bas, I started 2 other things, which were Prolyamars, which I just kind of didn't really develop at that point in time, and then when I started doing Kamrak Bas and went on to the Viking stuff, and then included fighting arts from even the frontier in the New World, and also the Spanish blade methods, I realized that I had gone past what Kamrak Bas, because I was going back into some attributes and also having to pay a longer period of time, because in Kamrak Bas I can get people really to perform well and survive, and I have testimonials from around the world because of that. But then when we go to Prolyamars now is Latin, which means war arts, combat arts, battlefield arts, and then this includes everything. So what I'm doing now, Prolyamars, is everything. So Combat JKD's in it, Kamrak Bas is in it, the Viking stuff, the Spanish stuff, the frontiersman stuff, the Kali, the Muay Thai, the K1 fighting that I did, all of it's in there. And also there's some things that I haven't let out, because I did move on from Kamrak Bas, like I said, to the Viking thing, and then went to CXS. Now this is above CXS, then we go into what I call the Apex. And Apex is a totally different world, and not everyone can do it, and it's attribute based, and it's not the fast answer, because I've got to train you in all aspects. I do Combat JKD drills in it. We have to work on footwork, a lot of things, things that I did in professional fighting will be involved in that. So my credentials are impeccable. No one else has them. And you will see, though, now that Prolyamars, I've started going to Prolyamars because although I will train sport fighters, and I did professional sport fighting for a very long period of time, I'm moving back towards what we have to really deal with, and that's street attacks. Now, a lot of people in North America think of fights as only fist fights, but I'll tell you, in the Hispanic parts of the world and also in Southeast Asia, that's a blade. or a stick, or even in parts of Africa, they're not messing around, they're trying to kill you. So if you have been training MMA, for example, you have no clue what to do if someone tries to knife you, and there goes all your grappling experience. And it's a different type of fighting too when you have the multiple opponents. It's the same thing as the difference between the rapier versus the slashing sword. Why was the slashing sword used in battle, but in dueling it was the rapier? Well, you'll have to come see me to understand that. I'll explain that if you do a seminar, private training with me, or a small group training. But anyway, I just wanted to explain what that was now. So Proleum R supersedes everything and includes everything, and that's where we're at. And again, the paradigm stems back to the gladiators. It's a gladiator disciplina, or disciplina in Latin, hard C at all times. But anyway, so that's where we're at, just a little update, so stay tuned. Fluentfighting.com is the website, so check that out and start getting better.